Welcome to the TMZ podcast. Happy Thursday. I almost lost track of days. We almost have made it to the weekend.
Almost there. What's up, guys?
Devin here with Tony. Good to see you, Tony.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Usually I'm like looking at you over there, so it's nice for you to be a little bit closer.
We're here.
Not in a non-creepy way. that came out really creepy.
Yeah.
So we got some good stories for you today.
Some interesting ones. Some stories with sports angles to it, and our lead story is very interesting. And I want to definitely get your take on this.
Yeah, I have one. I promise you. So Nicole Brown, Simpson's sister, is putting out a PSA that they want the number 32 jersey to no longer be used in the NFL.
Period.
Any player who's using it can no longer wear 32.
Well, that's
very popular number, especially for running backs.
Yeah, very, very much so. And just in general, it's definitely a popular number in football, but it's just a take that I haven't heard before, but I totally understand where she's coming from.
Yeah,
from this,
we'll get into that. Massive divorce yesterday. I'll call this an internet divorce because I feel like maybe not mainstream, but this blew up on Twitter and social media yesterday. Lena the Plug, OnlyFans model, previously, well, I guess still technically married to Adam 22, the host of and owner of No Jumper. She filed for divorce, so we will get into that.
Especially
given a lot of people are dunking on Adam. Adam has already been posting some stuff. I have a theory on this, and I'll get into it.
Okay.
And then lastly, great game last night. First game of the NBA Finals.
I was so pissed I fell asleep.
Did you? I watched the whole thing.
Right as soon as I got home, I fell asleep, and I slept until like early morning hours.
At least you're well rested. Yeah. But you missed a pretty good game, and we had a fan storm the court.
Of course we did.
Actually, kind of nicely. It actually was kind of like a pleasant fan. Wholesome. So kind of wholesome. And I usually hate when people storm courts, fields, whatever. I love seeing when they just get absolutely annihilated by security. This guy did not, but we will show some of that.
Yes.
Okay, so for Nicole Brown Simpson. So obviously Tanya Brown, Nicole Brown Simpson's sister, released this statement to us today where she is calling for the NFL to eliminate O.J. Simpson's number 32 jersey from use. June 12th, there is some symbolism here. So June 12th is the anniversary of the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson as well as Ron Goldman. And it's the 32nd year since that's happened, since the murder. So that's where the number symbolism is tying in. She obviously says in her statement, the number is closely tied to O.J. Simpson's football legacy, painful memories surrounding the murders. She's not leading an official campaign. It's like basically what she's doing is putting this statement out there and hope that some people in the NFL see this and that some fans or just people get behind this sentiment. And hopefully the NFL, what she's saying is that the NFL will see this and realize it's very triggering as a football fan for the families that lost someone.
So if she's not able to, if the number isn't able to get retired, she said she'd like to dedicate the number to Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman, and she's suggesting that players could wear the number in her memory. So like I was saying earlier, I haven't heard this, like a take like this before on a number, but like I said, she's completely justified for how she thinks, in my opinion. But I don't. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so definitely feel for the family. It's obviously extremely tragic what happened, and I totally get it that it could be triggering for them to see number 32. Sorry, the NFL is never going to do. They are never going to retire the number 32. It's been so long. It's just never going to happen. And to be honest, it's like for this to happen, it's like you have to take some action. You have to find someone in the league office. You have to make, I know I always make fun of them, but what's that stupid website where you get signatures? Change.org. You got to do something. You got to do something a little more official by just releasing a statement. Yeah, it's an interesting talking point, and I totally get where the family's coming from, but it will be talked about today, and tomorrow no one will talk about it again.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I just don't think the NFL is ever going to retire the number 32.
And I do, if they do this, I think this would set a precedent. Well, O.J. Simpson if you're going to retire it for him, then every other athlete and every other sport
so then
was done.
81 then, because isn't that what Aaron Hernandez wore?
Right.
So then we shouldn't have 81. I'm trying to think. I mean, there's obviously numerous NFL players that have done maybe not murder, but terrible thing. Any guy who is any woman who's a victim of domestic abuse from someone is going to want that person's number retired, and then we're going to have no numbers.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's just unfortunate. Who does wear the number 32 in? And I actually didn't look this up. I'm gonna look it up right now.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
I know I couldn't really think of any. But growing up, I felt like a lot of people, especially running backs, wore 32. I can't really. Who wears it now?
I'm just trying to think off the. I only know people from my team. I know there's a current player that wears it.
Because like there's famous people back in the day like Jim Brown, Marcus Allen, O.J. Simpson, obviously Franco Harris. But like I don't know about current. No, Marshall Faulk was 28.
Yes.
Anyways, regardless, my take is they're not going to get rid of them. I get the sentiment and I get what she's saying and I feel bad for the family, but nothing is going to come of this, unfortunately, for the family.
Unfortunately.
But yeah. Alrighty.
Moving on to Adam 22 and
I need a water so bad. I've had just my throat is dying, but I'll push through. I'm a warrior.
There you go.
Go ahead.
So Adam 22 and Lena the Plug, they're no longer married, or at least they're in the process of being no longer married, because Lena the Plug has filed for divorce from Adam 22. She submitted the divorce filing on June 1st, 2026, which is also her birthday.
Ironically, I
Very
know.
ironic.
Interesting.
There's another ironic date, which I'll get to in this, but she's seeking legal custody and physical custody of their 5-year-old daughter. They were married in 2023, and they obviously built an OnlyFans empire, which we all know. If you're on Instagram or Twitter, you had to have heard about Lena the Plug, Adam 22, and the porn star. What is his name?
Jason Love. Yeah, that was
a thing, and he definitely got a lot of notoriety and a lot of attention from that.
Right.
So they built an empire through that. Their podcast business, obviously, Adam 22 hosts the No Jumper podcast, and she's claiming in the divorce filing she does not have a job, and she currently has a current income of $3,000 per month in spousal support from Adam 22. She identifies in the divorce filing a $1.1 million entertainment studio, and she wants half ownership or value of that. And apparently they separated on April 15th, 2026, which was also tax day.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a coincidence. Who knows?
Two coincidences.
So the background on these two are obviously Adam 22 had the No Jumper podcast.
Yes.
Sorry. Extremely successful. And kind of an underground. He would interview underground rappers and different people in the space. And then it blew up so much that he basically has all these podcasts underneath him.
Yeah.
He then starts dating Lena the Plug, who is a very successful OnlyFans girl. They eventually start shooting content together. So basically what they were doing is he and Lena, they would bring in other girls and they would, for their podcast, I think it's called Plug Talk, and they would basically do an interview, like a podcast interview like we're doing, except for after, then they would all shoot OnlyFans content together.
Interesting.
So, in the beginning, it was like Adam was the one who's hooking up with, all these other girls with her, and she seemed cool with it. And then, like you said, it broke the internet when they did this huge rollout that she was going to be shooting a scene with another adult content creator that was a male without Adam. So she filmed like basically her own sex tape. And everyone was, the internet went nuts. Everyone was like,
everybody was calling
him
out
a cuck, and they were saying, "This is crazy. You're letting your wife,
you're still doing it.
Oh, for sure. You're letting your wife, sleep with this other guy, this guy Jason Love." They ended up making even more money because then Adam boxed Jason Love, got destroyed. So he's taken a lot of L's recently.
Yes.
So he's responded. I mean, a lot of people are dancing on his grave in this, being like, what did you think was going to happen when you guys are, all sleeping with all these women and men, and like this kind of, not a traditional marriage, I guess you could put it. So he posted yesterday freedom on his Instagram story after we published this story, and then also reposted the Shade Room's post about it. And
He's
said,
apparently into black women.
Said, all black women who want to date me, please DM me. I'll buy you a car. So He is a really savvy businessman, and obviously he knows. I noticed yesterday, like on Lena's Instagram, she posted like links to her OnlyFans because they clearly knew people who didn't know them. This divorce is going super viral. People are going to look into who these people are if they don't know them. So I don't know. I have an interesting take on this. I think they do have a daughter together, and so for her sake, I hope this isn't like a messy divorce. Although Lena filed the documents without an attorney, she just filed them herself, which could point to either something bad happened and she rushed to the court and was just like, I'm going to handle this on my own, or it's a publicity stunt.
So what? All right. So here's my question.
That's my I kind of could see this being a publicity stunt.
My question is, so didn't they post a picture of, it was Adam, it was Lena, and there was another girl in it. They posted a picture and it seemed like they were promoting that podcast. So are they together just business wise, or?
So that's unclear. We're going to try to get more answers to that today. Another thing is, they posted like a promotion for a new, episode. Granted, I don't know when the episodes are filmed. I don't know if they film a bunch, backlog them and then just space them out. I don't know how they do their podcast. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. The other, like in the docs, when she's saying like she doesn't have, because when she says she doesn't have a job, she has an extremely successful OnlyFans account. About. So I don't know if she's alluding that like he runs the account and she doesn't have access to the money. I have no idea, but that was kind of odd. Saying they only, some of the numbers didn't really make sense to me. I felt like they have more money than she was mentioning. Like, I'm just saying these people are great business people and they milked the hell out of her sex tape with Jason Love and made a ton of money, according to them.
When was the boxing? That was recent.
Yeah, that was this year. Then he boxed. So he's like, he has a pretty tough skin and has kind of leaned into everything. So it's one of two things. Either something went bad here and now he's just kind of like leaning into things as he usually does, or this was some crazy conceived marketing ploy where they agreed that they would do this, file this divorce papers, and the internet would go crazy, and that they would, get a bunch more people to their OnlyFans accounts. I don't know if that's what's going on, but I just have a weird feeling.
It would not shock me. Like you said, they're marketing geniuses.
They are.
Really,
they are.
They know what they're doing as far as internet attention and clout and all that stuff. So
and neither of them. We reached out to both of them. Neither of them have really commented publicly. I reached out to Adam. I don't know if he's going to say anything more on this today. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just see how it unfolds. I mean, everyone on the internet had an opinion yesterday. He has a lot of haters that were dancing on his grave. So there was that.
I seen that all in the IG comments last night and this morning about like the divorce and everybody calling him out and just leaning into
it. Was the biggest thing on the internet last night for sure. So we will see if it is actually legit or not.
So Adam 22 might have a black girlfriend.
Yeah, that could be he's alluding to in the near future. So we will see. But again, my theory is just a theory. She did actually file court documents, so she did file for divorce. Whether or not
custody too. So.
Yeah, seeking custody of the physical and legal custody of their daughter they shared together. So they did file documents. We will see what happens.
Yes.
Finally, on to the finals.
So what was your thought? First of all, before we get into the, like every major sporting events championship, there's going to be a streaker. But who do you think is going to win this finals?
The funny thing is I thought the Spurs, just because I think Wemby is just such a freak. But after watching last night, I mean, the Knicks stole game 1 in San Antonio. It was
a close game, right?
A super close game until the end. They pulled away at the end.
Jalen Brunson. I've seen the highlights where Jalen
Brunson is an absolute stud. They're very deep team. I think it's going to be a really fun finals though, for sure.
So last night during game 1, there was a streaker who decided to go on the court and try to get a photo with Wemby.
I know. I don't know what the hell. And by the way, we can't say streaker because his clothes were on.
So that's why I initially said. But
he's a court crasher.
Yes.
My take on this is first of all, very odd. I think he's like in like a suit. And he has these pink shoes. He's clearly
have on his shirt.
He's clearly going to be banned from the arena. Looks like he was just a Wemby fan looking for attention. I mean, this is just the younger generation right here. The streamer generation,
definitely.
do anything for attention. He'll clearly be banned from the arena. He probably will catch some type of trespassing charge as well if he hasn't already.
What is I really
full braces though, so this kid must be young.
Of course, just young and dumb for doing something like this. But my question is, why does every single major sporting championship have to have somebody who tries to crash on?
I have no idea. And the other thing I don't get about it, unless this kid has like rich parents or something, is like the tickets to get into these venues are so expensive. And I think he did it in the fourth quarter, so at least he like got to watch like most of the game. Yeah. But it's like, dude, you guys are spending all this money. Why would you do this for a little bit of clout and then you don't get to watch the rest of the game and you're likely banned forever?
Yes.
It just makes zero sense to me.
0 cents. But
I'm cool with, for the record, if you're going to run onto a field or a court, you have to streak. Close off. Close off. Or else don't do this. And I'm not saying in any shape or form that I want anyone to be streaking, but if you do, you can't be dressed in a full suit. Sorry.
I mean, at least you try to, I don't know, try to get a picture with Wemby, I guess.
Is he a Spurs fan? I don't know what it says on his shirt, but yeah, he wanted a selfie with Wemby, which is damn near impossible because the guy's 7'5".
Right.
So you got to angle that camera a little lower, my guy. Like you're literally just getting yourself in his jersey. Yeah, this kid's an idiot.
Not shocking.
All right.
That's it for today's TMZ pod. We don't have enough time for comments, guys. Sorry today, but thank you, Devin.
Yeah, of course.
For joining me today.
Yep. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye.